Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai22. Okay, Unbreakable Machine Doll. Alright, this was... I don't know how to rate this one. This one was crazy. Okay, in the beginning part we had, raishin, he got attacked by the... I fucking hate that guy, Loki. I really hate this guy. He's like a conceited son of a bitch, by his doll. And we obviously see Yaya. She's upset and she's like, she's going crazy, And there's that other doll that Shoko has. Her is like your sister, Yaya's sister, and she basically slaps her and says, "Calm down. This isn't helping him," and so on and so forth. And there was an interesting scene after that. We have Charlotte, and she basically is saying to herself, saying to Rex, to Sigmund, that she can't have him die yet. She needs to fight him, supposedly. And we have another scene with the doctor and the advisor, and they apparently I don't think this had anything to do with the previous episode when they were talking, but he's basically saying that if he'll survive, but if he continues this, he will die. And she's thinking to herself, the advisor, "Oh, you finished second to last." So what ends on happening is we continue from that, and we have the next match, which is, and let me tell you something about Loki. I fucking hate this guy. I want to punch his face in. He's a conceited son of a bitch. Like seriously, he thinks he's better than everybody else, But anyway, he fights Frey. Now this matchup was pretty interesting because what ends up happening is they're fighting, back and forth. Her doll is Rabby, the dog, and he gets hurt pretty badly. And what ends up happening in this sequence, she gives it a lot of energy, a lot of magic energy. And what ends up happening is it like goes crazy, out of control, and starts attacking Loki and his doll. But weird thing was when this was happening, Frey was losing blood, and I was like, "Holy shit! What is this?" She starts losing blood and shit. And when this is going on, and they're out here fighting, it's just ferocious fighting. Charlotte tries to get involved, and the advisors there say, "Don't get involved." She stops her and says that would be, it'd be rude to do that. And basically says someone has already been advised to do it. And it's raishin. And by the way, just to let everyone know how bad this wound was that he got, supposedly if it was like a centimeter, the blade that hit him from Loki, his doll, was like a centimeter or a millimeter closer either side, it would have punctured his lung or his heart. So this was a bad injury. He came back fighting, and basically what ends on happening, you have this tug of war between Loki. I hate Loki. He's a son of a bitch. Like seriously, get the fuck out of here. There was also another scene with Loki and his father, and saying, his father was basically telling him, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't, what he was trying to do, stop delaying, They're basically having a total war here with who's going to stop Rabby. And, Loki's, and this was like, I didn't like the fact that everyone was like pushing around raishin in this episode. Like, Loki was pushing him around, Shoko was pushing him around. I'm like, give the guy a break, man. Come on. But what ends on happening is he gets Yaya, and with cooperation with Loki, to pin down, to stop Rabby, knock out. He gets enough time to knock out Frey, and that's pretty much how it ends. The rest of the episode, okay, apparently what ends on happening is he gets the assistance of Shoko to pretty much save Rabby, the dog. And this leads to another scene which we see what's his face? We see Raishin talking to Shoko, and Shoko shows them that she has the circuit that was inside Rabi, and she drops a huge bombshell that apparently Frey, and I believe Loki too, and I might be wrong in this from what I was hearing from her, what she was saying, but that their hearts are mechanical. And that they have magic circuits inside of them, their heart. And Raishin was like, he couldn't believe it. And he, at that moment, was going to go off. And she telling him, you can't do that. She forbid him to do it. I'm not going to have you die in some ditch. And then after that scene, we have him visiting, Frey and Rabi, and she's crying and everything, and saying, everyone who cares, I care about dies. And he's like, it's not wrong. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And then he's off to the races. And here's the thing that got me. Charlotte. See, the more I think about this, I'm like, why are you trying to stop him? That part didn't click with me. Like, he's off ready to go and take those dolls, basically the dolls that were sent for scraps, and break them out. And she tries to stop him and says, I'll fight you. And I'm like, he's like, wait a minute. Why are you trying to stop me? You want me gone anyway. And she's like, yeah, but you saved me. I'm like, it's obvious. Charlotte is so fucking stupid because I'm like, it's obvious you like him. And that's why you want to stop him. Eventually, what ends on happening is she lets him go anyway. And, everybody calls him an idiot in this episode. I'm like, get the fuck off. Hey, man. Let him do what he wants to do, okay? Buzz off. But what ends on happening is they're going basically to the same place they were in the episode ago. Raishin and Yaya. So they go there, and they notice that the security of the plant has intensified of the lab, and they sneak in there and encounter all these guys with the dolls, and they're like completely surrounded. It's pretty freaking crazy, and the dolls weren't even in their cages. So. And what ends on happening is at the last minute of the episode, Loki shows up, and I'm like, this motherfucker. And he says a few three lines, and the last line he has this like slogan where it says, there are 3 things I hate this, I hate this. And the last thing he says, I hate foolhardy people like you. And that's where the episode ends. Overall, this episode totally confused me, but I give this a 4 out of 5. It was pretty good considering. I liked how they pulled this off. Kind of upset that he lost Raishin, but after getting an attack like that, I mean, come on. He ain't gonna just, But I think what is going to end up happening, hopefully, is that he's probably going to, I don't know if Loki's there to help him or he's going to fight him, but it looks like it's going to get serious. Yeah, it's going to get pretty fucking serious, I think. So, but yeah, it was a good episode. Just very confusing. Everything like happening so fast. It was crazy. But it's kind of weird with this show because, Raishin, he's on death's door here. I mean, this guy is like, he gets beat up so badly and he keeps coming back. I'm like, damn, But it's gonna be interesting. I mean, this was part 3 of Sword Angel facing Sword Angel, so next week's gonna be part 4. Gotta wonder how it's gonna go from here. But it was this. The only problem I would say about this episode is I felt it was very erratic at times, because in the beginning, it just seemed so crazy. So many crazy shit things were happening all at once. But still a good episode. Liked how they explained some things. We got some answers here and there. Yeah, this should be interesting. I mean, I have a feeling he's gonna fight Loki. I have a feeling. I don't think Loki's there to help him. He might be there to help raishin, but it looks like he's there to fight him, which is bad. I think anyway. But yeah. And if you're wondering how it was that he was able to get away from Shoko, apparently the other doll, the one he was with when they infiltrated the factory the first time, she was able to stall her apparently. So that's how he was able to go. So yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922. That's all I got for you guys. Probably Toriko. That will happen later today. Yeah, I'll read some more later today, and I'll do that as well. So yeah, that's the story, people. We'll see where this goes. You know, so far I'm digging Machine Doll. It's probably, it's still, it's not as great as Capellion and Kanata, but I still like it. It's good. It's good. I'm going to say it's good. It's a good show. It's a good show. So yeah, I'm Bankai Knight 22. See you guys later. Fucking Loki, man. That guy's a son of a bitch. Like, seriously, man. Buzz off. Come on. What you doing, man? Get the fuck out of here. See you guys later. Peace.